It's a beautiful and very peaceful summer evening here in Troon. An evening to take a quiet and reflective walk along the beach to reflect on all that has been the summer and to begin to pivot one's mind towards all that will be the autumn. The summer has been a time to enjoy the glorious weather, the sunshine, the long, hot, balmy summer evenings. It's been a time to perhaps visit the beach, to enjoy the sea, and to enjoy the wonder of God's creation this summertime. As I read through the gospel narratives, I cannot help but notice that Jesus himself spent much of his time beside the sea. And on one particular occasion, he was beside the Sea of Galilee. Unlike this evening when it is relatively calm and peaceful, on that particular evening, a storm had taken place. The disciples were in the boat, afraid. And Jesus began to walk towards them on the water. You can read the account of that story in Matthew chapter 14, verses 22 through to 33. And one of the disciples who was in that boat, his name was Peter. And Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, if it's you, bid me come to you on the water." It was a stormy night. Any rational person would not have put their foot over the side of the boat. But because Peter recognized that it was Jesus himself, he was willing to step out of the boat. Peter experienced the exhilaration of walking on water with Jesus, something which the 11 other disciples who were huddled together in that boat never experienced. It was because Peter put his foot outside of the boat, stepped out of his comfort zone and began to walk on the water with Jesus, he experienced something the other 11 disciples never did. And so as we pivot our minds towards the autumn, as we reflect on all that has been the summer, whatever kind of summer it may well have been for you, for us it's been the best of summers and the worst of summers. Yet in it all, God has been good and gracious and faithful. And as we pivot our minds towards the autumn, are we willing to perhaps embrace something new in this new season, this autumn season? Like Peter, is Jesus inviting us, whatever the conditions spiritually may look like? Is Jesus inviting us? Is Jesus inviting you? Is he inviting me as we begin to embrace this season to step out of that boat which we're in, to embrace something new and challenging and exciting, something that others might not embrace? You see, we will never experience that which Jesus has for us if we stay in the boat, if we stay in our comfort zone. Peter only experienced the exhilaration of walking on water with Jesus when he took that step out of the boat. Put simply, if you want to walk on water with Jesus, you've got to get out of the boat. Will we, as we embrace this autumn season, as we bid farewell to these beautiful summer evenings, will we, with Jesus, put our foot outside of that boat which we are in? Will we take that step into something new and into something exciting? For if we want to walk on water with Jesus, we've got to get out of the boat.